Guys, we're going to look at 5 great knives under $100. 2 of them are the same model. That's why there's 6 here. And I'm going to, if you stay tuned all the way to the end, I'm going to tell you how you can win these 2 knives right here. Well, like I said in the intro, without a green screen, we're going to look at 5 knives that I think are great knives. They're all under $100. We're going to start with, and I know there's 6 here, but these are the same model. We're going to start with what I currently have my favorite pick for knife of the year right now, the CJRB Echo. So since the first day I put the CJRB Echo in my pocket, I fell in love with it. They have a few different versions. Now they have this steel button lock version. The button lock version comes with several different overlays and things like that. I like the all steel version. They are reverse flick, button lock, front flipper. These are freaking amazing. This is my pick for knife of the year, the steel version, but they also have a liner lock version that is done in micarta or G10. And the liner lock version is amazing as well. Action on these are great to feel in hand. Now, they're done in an AR RPM 9 steel. The blade grinds on these are amazing. All of these knives, this Echo has been great. All the ones that have come in, now I haven't cut with this one. Blade profile is the same. And the prototype that I have been carrying pretty much nonstop since it came in. They are all amazing. These are like $53, I believe. You're not going to be able to go wrong with this knife. This thing is amazing. It's one of the few front flippers that I like. The action on it is amazing. Reverse flick is super satisfying. And you've got a beautiful, beautiful blade shape. The micarta version is very comfortable in hand because it's got these contoured scales, reversible pocket clip. But my pick is this one, the steel one. I don't know why. I think it's the thinness of the handle married up with the broadness of it there. Just makes an amazing knife. Can't even feel the pocket clip. Nice deep carry on this. These things are really sleek, really awesome, and you're not going to find a better cutter. They are just absolutely a laser. So yeah, this is my pick for knife of the year. Like I said, some of these knives you're going to have seen already, and some of them you haven't, but there'll be links to all these down below. This is the Sencut Watuga, and this is an amazing little knife. Today is actually first day in pockets on this. I filmed the first day in pockets this morning. It's evening right now. This thing is great, super great action on this. Warncliffe style blade, nice straight edge on this, comes down to a nice piercing tip. Stone washed D2 blade on this one. Now, this thing in hand is where it really shines. The handles on this are just about perfect for a knife this size. Button lock and G10. And then you've got this deep carry pocket clip. A lot of times I'm not a fan of these taller deep carry pocket clips, but in this knife, it works really, really well. Sits nice and deep in pocket. You've got a choil here that you can get up in on. It's not as big as a lot of other choils, but it's absolutely adequate for me to get my finger in there and have that as an additional area to pull up on. You've got this fuller here that is not just there for aesthetics. It is a reverse flick aperture. And just the overall look and feel of this knife is great. It is got steel liners that have had a lot of weight reduction. For the size of this knife, which is just about 8 inches overall, it is very light and nimble, super comfortable to use. The factory edge that came on this is very, very good. D2 is one of those steels that does really well with good factory edges. Nice toothy factory edge on this. Sencut, Civivi, they all do a really good job on their edge grinds and their blade grinds. Pocket clip on this is reversible if you happen to be a lefty. And just remember, button locks are ambidextrous. It's one of the few ambidextrous locks on the market, like the Axis lock. So there you go. This is a Sencut Watuga. This is that Remington flipper folder that they sent me that came, and I've been really impressed with. This is in 9 CR18 MOV, but the heat treat on this seems to be stellar. It has held up so well with all the cutting I did. You've got FRN handles, nice deep-ish carry pocket clip that is comfortable in hand. Action on it is really good. Blade shape on this, you've got a very, very functional drop point blade that is done really attractively at the price point. This is only $32. So if you're looking for just a good, decent work knife, you're not going to go wrong with it. Flipping action on it is amazing. It's done in a liner lock. The lockup on it is really, really good. You've got really good access to it. It cuts incredibly well. You've got decent jimping, really good in-hand feel, and in pocket, it all but disappears because it is a steel-lined FRN handle, similar to what you'd get in like a Spyderco. But the action on this for a very, very inexpensive knife is really good. The thumb studs on it are awesome, and they're attractive looking. This is a very attractive knife at the price point. I was really surprised with how good this knife looks. The handles are kind of textured. You get a really decent grip on it. It's not exceedingly grippy, like it's not going to tear up pockets, but it is comfortable in hand. No hot spots. There are no hot spots on this knife. So for a company that's putting out some really budget knives, they're getting their ergos very good. This is a very good, I would recommend this as an everyday work knife to a lot of people. So there you go. The Ramet folding knife. I can't remember the actual full name for it. I'll put it here, but there'll be a link to all these down below. So let's move on to the next knife right after you hear from this video sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. Guys, you guys know I love coffee. I even have my own personalized coffee mug. But did you know that a lot of the coffee companies out there take a lot of the money that you give them that they should be throwing back into the company to make a better product and turn it into activism dollars? Coffee Brand Coffee does not do that. They take no stance politically any direction. They take all the money that they make and try to make a better product. So if you want to support this channel and a company that I absolutely do like the fact that they don't lean either direction politically, check out Coffee Brand Coffee. There's a link down below that will save you 5% at checkout, or you can use the coupon code CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, Crazy Sharp, all one word. They also have cold brew coffee, teas, and cocos, freshly ground and roasted to order. So check them out, support them, and support this channel. This is a little knife that really surprised me. This is the Firebird Knives FB924. It's in D2 steel, but it is a very little knife. You can see it's not a very big knife at all. 3-finger grip on this for me, but it is very good at a lot of stuff. When you flip it open, it is in a perfect grip. You have got just the right size to blade that falls right into, I'm going to open up a box and cut this, which would probably be what most people are going to use. The D2 blade is ground very, very well. You've got such a good behind the edge and edge geometry on this that it just screams through all the cardboard I've thrown at it. It carries nice because it's got one of these very comfortable carry pocket clips. These pocket clips have I've absolutely changed my mind 100% on these, depending on how they're configured and on what they're on. But they absolutely give you a very comfortable carry, comfortable feel in hand. There's no hot spots. You can get up on this like that would be a choil and you can get a full 4-finger grip, or you can get back here and you get a 3-finger grip. The blade size for the handle is just perfect. It gives it a really nice balance. And like I said, the angle of approach for the things I've been using this for has been great. It looks kind of swept up, but when you're in that choil there, it feels great. Access to the lock bar on these liners is really good on this liner lock. Really good lockup, nice weight reduction. It does have a backspacer with a lanyard hole, and they've done a cool thing. I mentioned this in the first day in pockets about this knife. They have extended the liners out past, and you get that little pop and flash, and they've done a very good job covering the hole for the reversible pocket clip on this. So I'm pretty happy with this little knife. I was very impressed with it. Firebird sent this to me. Ganzo sent this to me. So, you know, it was unsolicited. It did come in, and I'm pretty impressed. So I'll have link to this down below. And last but not least is a knife that I have developed a very special fondness for over the last few weeks. This is the Kaiser Comet, and I'm going to tell you why. I grew up as an outdoorsman. One of my father's favorite knives that he always carried was a little muskrat, and this is absolutely a muskrat blade from a muskrat slip joint done in a flipper folding knife. I absolutely love it. It absolutely appeals to my outdoorsman style that I definitely dig. A muskrat is a very nice thin little knife. It's used in trapping. You can use this for so many things. I'm going to tell you right now, this would be so good in your pocket if you were hunting squirrels and rabbits, because you can get up in and you can skin and do things with that. The little muskrat trapper knives are amazing, and that really appeals to me. This is done in 154 cm with copper and black micarta. This is possibly one of my favorite little Kaisers that I've ever handled. You get that really nice look with the two-tone material, and then that beautiful slim blade, but it's not overly heavy, even though this is a big chunk of copper up here on the bolster, because they did a bunch of weight reduction back here, and it gives you that center balance, that center line more towards the front balance that feels really good in hand and lets you have a very good feel for where that knife is at in your hand. Access to the lock bar is great. Pocket clip on it is just a dream. No hot spots on this knife. Jimping on it is really, really good. Feel in hand, this thing is absolutely amazing. And the reason you guys have not seen the final review on this yet is I'm still carrying it. It has held its edge incredibly well. It cuts super well. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife designed by Mumco Knives. You can't go wrong with this one. It's still under $100. I believe that these are like $83 right now, if I remember right. They're on sale at the time of filming. So absolutely cannot go wrong with it. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous little knife, and I absolutely have fallen in love with it. Let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. There you go, guys. That was 5 knives under $100 real fast. And as I said, I will tell you guys how you can win these Echoes from me. One of these will be done as a general giveaway for subscribers on my YouTube channel in a live feed, and the other one will be a members only giveaway on the Gilded server. I am going to do a vote and allow the members to pick which knife they get, and whichever one they don't choose, I will give away on a live feed some Wednesday here before too long. I got a couple other knives we're going to do as well. So yeah, all great knives. There's descriptions below there's links down below in the description. Descriptions down below in the links. Well, it kind of works. Guys, that's it on this one. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down, and tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't. Tell me what you don't like. I have got channel sponsors, Tempered Trail, Coffee Brand Coffee. The only reason I don't have Tempered Trail in the videos yet is I don't have any other products yet to talk about. But they are providing you the best laces for your shoes that you're going to find, and they're guaranteed not to fail on you. Coffee Brand Coffee, absolutely apolitical. They're just taking your money and making a better product. They're not taking your money and using it against you politically, like say, to support gun control. They wouldn't do that. Other way you can do it, I have an Amazon store down below. Oh, I'm sorry, Coffee Brand Coffee and Tempered Trail all say they both share a coupon code of Crazy Sharp, all one word, capital C, capital S. Crazy Sharp saves you 5%. Coffee Brand Coffee, it's built into the link. I have got an Amazon store down below. Anything you purchase on that store supports the channel, does not cost you anything at checkout. Just please take my link to my store, pin it to your browser, and use that as your primary Amazon shopping storefront. And it works just like regular Amazon. And I also have a membership down below where you get in on tier-based benefits. Everyone has access to my Gilded server, which is now a community around the world that interacts and has fun of just my paying members. The premium and baseline members are automatically entered into the giveaways that I do that are separate from the YouTube giveaways. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series here on YouTube that's behind that paywall. Guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.